Welcome to FoodPoint. The final episode of the season is Sopapillas with Cajeta. To start, I'll show you how to make cajeta, which is a type of caramel. You'll need 1 litre of goat's milk, 3/4 of a cup of caster sugar, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate soda, half a teaspoon of salt, a cinnamon stick, and vanilla bean. You'll need a saucepan with a volume of at least 3 litres, and you'll see why later. For now, split the vanilla pod and scrape out the seeds, then place into the saucepan along with the cinnamon stick, sugar, and salt. Take a couple of teaspoons of milk and place aside for later, then pour the rest into the saucepan. Give everything a quick stir, then place over a medium heat. Once it just starts to simmer, turn the heat off completely. Add the reserved milk to the bicarbonate soda and mix together. Then pour this into the saucepan. Immediately it will start to fizz. Just keep stirring to ensure it doesn't bubble over. This reaction is why you need such a large saucepan. Once the bubbling has subsided, turn the heat back on to medium-low and simmer the mixture for approximately 1.5 hours, stirring every 10 to 15 minutes so it doesn't catch on the bottom of the pan. As it simmers, you'll see it gradually getting darker and thicker. Toward the end of the cooking time, you should remove the cinnamon stick and vanilla pod, then keep stirring until thick. Pour into your serving bowl and allow to cool slightly. Now you'll just need something to dip in it, so we'll move on to the sopapillas, which are a type of fried dough. For these, you'll need 2.5 cups of white flour, half a cup of warm milk, 1/3 of a cup of warm water, 50 grams of lard or vegetable shortening, a tablespoon of baking powder, a tablespoon of caster sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. Add all the dry ingredients to a bowl and mix together until dispersed. Add the lard or shortening and rub into the dry ingredients until you're left with something that resembles breadcrumbs. Make a well in the center and pour in the wet ingredients. Mix until everything starts to come together, then scatter some flour onto a bench and turn out the dough. Knead for 5 to 10 minutes or until smooth and springy, then cover with cling film and leave to rest for 20 to 30 minutes. Once rested, divide the dough into halves and then into quarters. Roll each quarter out into an oblong shape approximately 1/2 centimeter thick. Then slice this into 6 fairly uniform square or rectangular shapes. Continue with the remaining quarters until all dough has been used. Preheat your deep fryer oil to 190 degrees. Take a piece of dough and place one edge into the oil. Once it starts bubbling, let it go. Then repeat this process with another piece. Once the dough floats to the top, flip it over so that it rises evenly. Continue to fry while turning occasionally until both sides are golden brown and the sopapilla has puffed up. Remove from the fryer and drain on some paper towels. You'll need to do this in several batches until all the dough is cooked. While still warm, Dust the sopapillas with some cinnamon and icing sugar and serve with the warm cajeta. For some other dippable treats, please click on the screens, and if you like what you see, subscribe and stay tuned for more. Please also check out the blog at foodpointhq.blogspot.com for more in-depth recipes and updates. If you have a recipe request, send me a message, and it may be included in a future episode. Until next time, happy eating!